Hello. I am a little bit sick today, but I wanted to still play the Esoteric Ebb and continue the adventure we have started previously. I'm just checking if I'm actually live or if I'm talking to myself, because I already full started for a moment and talked to myself. So just let me check if I am actually live. Yes, I am. Okay. That should be okay. Okay. Yeah, checking if I'm... Okay. It should be good. Yeah. This is... okay. Yeah, not really much to say right now. We are continuing on where we have started. With our level 2 cleric. With highest stat constitution. And slowly growing intelligence as our brain damage is being healed by items. Yeah, the damage got oxygen deprivation apparently from when we... Sorry. From where we got drowned in the river. I am a bit sick, so I'm not gonna be doing voices, but I'm still gonna be doing my best to talk to all of the NPCs around. I'm gonna talk to the dwarves first, then to the guy. All of the... Smith the boys. Former ale bottle. Around the amphitheater scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They are constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. The banner of Asgal, the Fool. Oh, we succeeded at intelligence. One of the dwarves stands to face you with a furrowed brow. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. "Oi, Mr. Cityman," he calls out as you approach. "We've made it clear already. We're not moving. Not one bit." He shoots you a shit-eating grin. This dwarf gets extreme pleasure from telling you to fuck off like this. That's no way to greet the cleric of Norvik. Just passing through, dwarf. What's going on here? What's going on here? Just working. The boys will be done soon enough. You hear the other dwarfs laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all. He's only saying that because he's had to defend himself quite a lot lately. Wait, that must mean he's doing something highly illegal. Stop him! Great, I was worried there first. I think he's just being discriminated. But who knows? Nothing illegal, huh? We have papers, nothing illegal at all. Half-truth. They are both guilty and innocent, just like you. Smith and the boys. One of the older dwarfs spits on the ground next to him. You even know who you're talking to, child? This here be Alphonse of the Ban Emvers, a foreman in the Asgalist movement of Norvik. He's done more good than all of you Arvgard combined. A true speaker for Asgul. Okay, sure. I have some questions for you, lads. Yeah, I'm all ears. He gives the older dwarf the stink eye. You guys setting up a play or something? A play? He spits on the ground. We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal. He turns towards the orc. And no one's going to stop it. You hear laughing coming from across the theater. Papers, Alphonse. He grumbles and turns back to you. So, what you want? What's the problem here? He shakes his head. Where to even begin? So, it is forenoon. I get the lads together, and when we arrive, that accursed woman is standing here. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We show her the papers, and the papers are no good, she says. But real convenient, I say. No, there is nothing wrong with these papers. We are in our rights to speak out against tyrants and brothers. Brothers. Am I saying this right? Google Translate, help me, Google Translate. How do I spell that? Curse. Burkers. Fucking, it's pronounced burgers? Are you at McDonald's? Fuck. They are. Bureaucracy. So what's wrong about the documents? Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar. Alphas nods and grunts. He knows she's right about documents, but doesn't want to admit it. Isn't it a bit macabre to hold a rally on top of a morgue? So what's this rally about exactly? Can I see the papers? Okay, good luck fighting tyrants. Can I see the papers? He gives his companions a glance. Why? Okay, we have only -1 intelligence right now. So it's gonna be alright. That's gonna be... like 55% chance, actually. Okay. At least I think so. I might have done the math wrong. Okay, that's a success. Construct an argument as to why you should get the papers. Just tell him you're an expert and that you're on their side. I'm an expert. Are you now? Yes, also, I'm on your side. He reports louder. Are you now? Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles. His eyes goes from you to the orc behind you. Fine. The dwarf sighs and grabs something in his pocket. An experienced PPG documents. He hands over the scroll. I trust you with these documents, city man. Do not break this dwarf's trust. Do not. No matter how handsome that orc is. Do not. Tell us we're in the wrong. I dare you. Because we're not. The older dwarf joins in. Take a step back and check it out. Let's see what is actually going on here. Okay, I'll take a look. Let's see. PPG documents. -1 intelligence and wisdom. Examine. It's quite light, some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the Circle Square. Permission of public gathering accepted. It says in big letters at the bottom, followed by a signature. Tolstad, Magistrate Nicholas Darrow. The actual text uses an archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. Examine it in detail. 15. Yeah, we have only -1 right now. Our brain grew 3 sizes a few days ago when we played it. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It is perfect, not a single error. Except the date. It says the rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. Have I seen this kind of documents before? Never. They must be rare. Look at the dates. Yeah, it's expired. Cool document. It is not. I don't like it. Oh, how come? General tomfoolery. Fascinating. Stop looking. Oh. I wanted to check the Circle Square conflict. An orc and a bunch of dwarves are in a deadlock. The dwarves want to hold a rally and the orc is sent to stop them. Alphonse says that they have legal rights to hold the rally. The city is changing, as are you. You have always been volatile in your political views, but now it's time to choose for real. You have unlocked the ability to ask people what they are voting for. A deep urge inside of you is calling. You need to ask. You must ask. Over and over again. At least 20 times. Okay then. You have currently asked people 1 single time. Yeah, election week. Cleric 5. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Smith and boys. The older dwarf puffs out his chest as you approach. Fancy helmet, city man. He speaks in a short and quiet manner, as if he's scared of his words actually being heard. The dwarf behind him laughs. Stand up for yourself. Thanks, my mom got it for me. You're making fun of me, dwarf? Maybe I am. What are you doing about it, huh? He is acting tough. Be easy on him. Stare at the dwarf. He looks around. Oh, stare at the dwarf harder. The dwarf glances at his voice. You here for talking, then? Stare at him while slowly leaning your head to the side. You should. He stutters and points towards the stout dwarf on the stage. Talk to him. Not believe. Okay. Intimidation success. Listen, buddy boy. Mr. Cityman, what do you want this time? Nobleman, huh? What says go? About the rally. What about it? I checked out the papers. Return the document. He takes a deep breath. Okay, what did you find out, Cityman? Actually, I don't care. Leave me out of this. Yeah, the papers expired like last week. Takes the papers and shakes his head. With a groan, he mutters, I know, but the date is just a mistake, you see. I personally had this signed by the magistrate 2 days ago, after this supposed expiry date. You should have checked it more carefully. I did, when I turned in the application. This error only appeared on the document I got back. I'm not at fault here. Bah, the dwarf shouts onto the amphitheater. It doesn't matter, whatever that fucked us or not. We're here and they can't make us leave. He gives you a menacing glare, and I hope for your sake you're not the sorry lad she's hired to do the deed. I'm indecisive. Huh. Now I am thinking, do I want to go more lean into my strength or more into my my character's sense of justice? I am the dispenser of justice. Go, then tell that orc free fucker to leave us be. He spits on the ground. Paskap. That was a swear word. You could tell because of the way he said it. About this Asgal. What about him? Asgal Ashmak is a very... Ashmask is a very controversial figure in dwarven myth. As well as history. Who is he? He's taken aback by your question. He's Asgal the Great, the Kind, our liberator. His legacy is as flawed and complicated as his message. So he's a big deal. Big deal? He shakes his head. He was a man, a dwarf with a conviction to break the tyranny of kings. We are here as keepers of his legacy. I've got to ask though, is this a religion? Most certainly not, he scoffs in your general direction. Is this a cult? I don't know who you've been talking to, Mr. Cityman, but let me assure you, Asgal was no god, or demigod, or anything related to it. He was a simple man with a dream of a fair and just society. Nothing more. He is infuriated, but not because of you, but because he had defended this position many times. A nobleman, huh? Ah, in the old century, yeah. That doesn't matter here. I'm just a foreman of the Tolstod district. How much money do you have on you? Foreman? I've worked my whole life for the movement. I've earned my title. I bet you're only here because of mommy and daddy. Tell me about yourself. I'm sure you work very hard for your position. Tell me about yourself. Huh? Why? What? Why are you asking about me? I'm gathering information. I'm interested in you and your backstory. Why are you so defensive? I'm gathering information. Okay, well I ain't telling you. You should then. Sad. True. Now what do you want? Alright, have fun. Now I'm gonna talk to the orc. What the fuck? On the edge of the ruined amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting for something or someone. She hides it well, but the orc is stressed. Perhaps it has to do with the dwarves. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a weary smile. Her tusks are gleaming. You've spotted the merchant's mark on her jacket sleeve. A heart with the initials of the Norwegian's Free Strider Regiment. What's this? Not often we get Ulfgard around here. She presents her palm to you. Vira is my name. I am second in command. Guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Yes, the handsome orc lady wants you to say a name. Make sure she knows you are a cleric. Take her hand. She would love that. I'm Reagan, I'm home. The cleric, actually. The cleric, actually. Apologies, not Ulfgard. Cleric, I assumed the term was interchangeable. The cleric in you stirs with quiet confidence. But I suppose you're not all, she says, waving towards your outfit, esoterically attuned. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. I'm here on important business. What's the deal with the dwarves? I'd like to know more about you. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them? Complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they are holding an unlawful assembly, and they won't let me take a look at the documents proving it. Not frustrating at all, she says and winks at you. I checked the papers. They are expired. So should I just enter the document you got? Explain it to me in detail. From the top. Explain it to me in detail, from the top. Yeah, I want to hear her side of all of the story. The words leave your lips as if you've spoken them 100,000 times. It's all just an inconvenience. Her eyes say, a pain in the ass. Circus Squall conflict. These lovely Asgalists have decided by themselves to hold a rally here on this lovely little circle square. Unfortunately, they need a permission of public gathering, or a PPG. They do not have a proper PPG. And you're just sitting here because... Simple, really. These dwarves are ignoring my call to disperse, so I'm here as a witness. If they do not leave by sundown, they will be fined and or arrested. Why don't you just come back at sundown? I would if it wasn't for the fact that I need to witness the entirety of the trespass. Since they were served during the morning, if they do not disperse by sundown, they will be inflicted with an entire day's worth of fines. I'd have an assistant do it, or a secretary, but we are stretched thin as this with the election coming up. No, I'll just sit here and smile politely. Arrested by whom? She gives you a smug grin. You perhaps. The monopoly on violence here on Tolstad is more of an oligopoly. It'll be a roll of the die to see who gets employed to handle these rude dwarves. Maybe some goblins. The city of Norvik also allows us to employ mercenaries for extra legal enforcement, but the company likes to avoid that in most cases. As you can imagine, mercs tend to lack that finer touch. This woman loves to talk. There is something shady about this. Typical, someone like her doesn't understand that it takes a man to handle a situation like this. I would love to enforce your justice. I don't want anything to do with this mess. Do it yourself. Nod and look away. She laughs. Now you're acting like a true city official. She's mocking the great city of Norvik and its clerks. Dishonorable. Sounds like trouble. Huh, trouble would at least be exciting. This is just dull. If only I could get my hands on these PPG documents. Then I could simply hand them over to the city and go home early. Or rather head back to the office and complete the draft for the marketing meetup. Sorry, I've got a lot on my plate. You're being manipulated. Be careful. My question is if she I already thought about this like near the beginning of the conversation. I just didn't say anything, but what I am thinking is if she already knows that the documents are invalid, that that they have some invalid information on them or some invalid parts to them, like we know they are expired, but she didn't see the documents, right? They are not giving them to her, not showing her them properly or anything. She hadn't got them. She hadn't seen them, but she knows that they are off. At least this is how I understand it. So it really does seem like they were purposely served expired documents, and then they just send one of the agents to just go and point this out and arrest them, just so there wouldn't be like, you know, different political parties gathering somewhere, you know. That's what I'm thinking, and I don't want to support something like that, but I also am stupid. I do not want to help you in any way, shape, or form because I am busy. And so, should I just hand her the PPG thing I got? Okay, I'm gonna tell her that I seen that the papers are expired. I checked the papers, they're expired. I can tell her, but I don't have the documents in my hand to give her. I checked the papers and they are expired. They are indeed expired and invalid. Wait, they let you check the papers? Aren't you a smooth talker? If you could get them to me, it'd be quite a favor. I spoke with Alphonse. Oh, did you know? Alphonse is a strong dwarf. He will not budge easily. Alphonse is entirely in his right to hold this rally. Dwarves need to go. The situation is a bit complicated. Okay, so I have no opinion on this matter. Sorry. It's a bit complicated. I agree, but that does not change the outcome. We have to draw the line somewhere, don't we? I feel like... Was this glowing? Cast charm person. Okay. I can charm person her. Let me read the description of the spell. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you or your companions do anything hurtful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed. Yeah, not gonna do that. If I would need somebody to let me in somewhere or give me information, yes, but if I am like, hey, just let them hold this rally, I'm not gonna... It has like, I don't know, like an hour working? I don't remember. But it's the same as the 5th edition D&D one. I'm gonna say... well, what can I say? Fuck. I don't know what to do. But dwarf... I don't know. I'm not sure. I would say that dwarves are in the right to hold this rally. Yeah, such a powerful declaration, yet I don't see any proof whatsoever, or any real argument either. It's just a clerical error. The real date is today. I don't care if there's an error or who made it. The papers say one thing, and that is the thing we follow. The law is more flexible than that. Yeah, sure. Tell that to the magistrate. Now I would love to hear what you actually think, she tells you with a smile. Figure out why she won't let this go and make her leave. 15. Have +3. Well, we can try. Oh, I fucking hate this game. Attempting to see things from her perspective only makes things muddier. You twist and turn on the situation and you just don't get it. Maybe she's really just that focused on justice. Maybe she's just stubborn. You okay, cleric? You will have to solve this problem by talking to the dwarves. Just tell her you're neutral for now. Go talk to Alphos. Fight the dwarf, you know you want to. The dwarf is stubborn. Change his mind with a physical connection. Okay, so I have no opinion since matter, sorry. I'll just sit there and be bored for a while longer. I'd like to know more about you. Well, little old me, I'm an open book. Where are you from? She doesn't answer you at first. Instead, she looks away for a moment and smirks. She's thinking of messing with you. You mean because I'm an orc, I can't be Norwegian? Norwegian, she says, looking at you with a stern expression. Yes, where are you from, orc? You know what I mean. I do, she says, giving you a warm smile. I'm from Blood City. Blood City Bay. I ran with the warbands when I ran with the warbands when I was girl. A powerful warrior here. Took me all around the coast, she explains. Far from the cursed plains of Feltire. Shit, I am terrible at reading it today. And my throat is killing me. We were hired during the Third Revolutionary War in Reeds. When it was over, I stayed behind. As she speaks, you see her eyes glimmer. All those memories coming back to her. She's seen a lot. These were the days. You are strong and physically imposing woman. Flirt. What's it like being an orc in Norvik? My kind is quite rare, so she mumbles her gaze trailing off towards the horizon. Some sadness, loneliness, you feel terrible for her. The occasional comment does sting a bit. I've gotten used to it. I'm not asking for you, I'm collecting information. Yes, I am a wonderful... How nice of you to ask. I'm not asking for you, I'm collecting information. Yes, I am a wonderful person. I know it's like being discriminated against. You do? I'll be damned if you don't mind me asking how exactly. Holy River, minority in the city. Humans are going extinct, we need to fight back. Members of the Holy River Order are a minority in this city. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think I should be going with this one. My brain is going. Members of the Holy River Order are minority in the city. Fuck it, I'm gonna do that one. Technically true. Best kind of true. She laughs and sighs. Cleric, you truly are an enigma. Yes, the cleric is an enigma. I don't even know what the fuck I am. Oh. Where's my... Holy shit. Okay, fixed it. Ugh. Oh, I had to skid on my chair to the other side of the room. I love sliding. Okay. You are a strong and physically imposing woman. I'm gonna attempt the flirt. She covers her mouth and tasks with a hand. Mm-hmm. With a eugenistic agenda. Okay, I need to... yo. Okay. Excuse me. Philology is the study of language, literal and oral traditions, specifically focusing on their historical development, statue, and relationship through written text. Okay. Just wanted to know what the word means. She's trying not to laugh. Do it! Climb that mountain! This is bad! Tell her she has nice tasks. I'm not attempting to force with you. We need to. Okay, she's laughing. The fuck do we do now? Charisma, get the fuck out of here. Strudel. I'm not attempting to flirt with you. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just gonna go with you can carry me around like a strudel. You bet you're so yes, few men get that privilege. She's desperately trying not to laugh. Heart's racing but legs standing. You get another shot. Warning, this could end badly. Try to save it. DC 10. She's thoroughly entertained by your antics. This can end bad. It's a 10. We have -3. So we need to roll a 13 or higher. I bet we can. Oh, holy shit. Your mind races as you feel something within. Reach out. No. For a moment you see yourself through your eyes. Suddenly you realize how awkward you're being. But also how you can save the situation entirely. Is it the forbidden art too powerful or any one man to wield? Is this the power of empathy? Really? This is not difficult. Oh, use empathy. Ah, right, this orc, she likes a straightforward attitude. So just ask her in a confident tone. Something like... When all this blows over, how about you and I have a nice dinner someplace fancy? I know this great place down by the river. When I'm done saving the world, let's go eat there. I'm gonna go with the first. Post stoically, you, me, dinner. Ah! Okay, how about dinner someplace fancy? Bjork chuckles. I am curious to see what's underneath that helmet of yours. Fine, human, but after the election, I'm quite busy until then. Score! Yes, my -3 charisma got it. Anything else you want? So you're working for the three Striders. I don't work for the revolution, it's just a revolution. I work for the Ascani Reed Trading Company. We promote the free Strider ideals in Ascan. Currently, we focus on making sure this election process goes smoothly, along with other economics concerns. I enjoy working for them very much. Perhaps not so much on slow days like this, but alas. Democracy, I don't care for it. I like the election, but you're going to lose. A whisper out, just very audible. Regarian. Sorry, I don't really know any of this. You see, I am apolitical. Be apolitical, I just remember. Thank you for bringing free Striderism to Norvik. I don't really view it as an ism, but you're welcome. I'll be honest, this is one of the reasons I took this job, speaking with individuals such as yourself, hearing what they have to say. So thank you for that. She is being genuine. I'm done asking questions about you. No, silly me, talking about myself all the time. What about you? I'm your savior! I am literally a walking corpse. Literal walking corpse. Necromancy isn't unheard of, but... who am I to judge? Be undead if you want to. Nod your head and leave. Okay, I'm gonna go look for my shop. No, grab it. You see a bird's nest nestled at the edge of a protruding stone tile. I wanted to go look for the tea shop that blew up, or whatever that was, but now I want the nest. Got some eggs in it, and you spot something shiny below as well. It appears unguarded. Just don't climb out there, man. You'll die, like for sure. I'd really like to climb out there and give it a shot. No. Come on. Oh, that's fair. Yes, it is. Stop leaning over the edge. Okay. Literally every sense I have will just go, don't do it. Thanks for the money. 175. Good. Quest 3 is going. Yeah, we wanted to look for the tea shop. Is that a fucking imp? Yeah, that's an imp. Okay, I'm gonna try to talk to it. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. He's just a little guy with wings, reading his little newspaper. An evil creature, beware. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. Hey, little guy, why aren't you on my shoulder? Hello, I am from the local government. A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. The paper is actually a torn-out page from a magazine. I've paid my taxes. You can move on. This devil has cheated on his taxes since the day he arrived in the city. You need to pay more, say 10 crowns or so. I'd agree with that opinion if my pouch wasn't so devoid of coin. Well done, citizen. Proud of you. I'm not from the Thai house. You're not? The fiend says and glares at you. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Urvgard, a cleric? Hell's you doing here? That reaction, your presence is uncommon. Divine mission, the usual. Very well, I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and free striders run amok. We need some damn order in this place. Wise words. So, if you need any legal advice, just let me know. He gives you a tiny sharp smirk. You should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil. A good little devil. Are you a barrister? A tiny barrister? Can you give me 3 legal advice? Should I invest in stocks? What about alignment? What does the law have to say on resurrection? What about charm person? I have some questions about a PPG. You hear about the tea shop? Citizen, not leave. Are you a barrister, a tiny barrister? No, I have no legal position within the city. I'm just fairly knowledgeable in the magistrate's code. So he works with city law, asks him for details. He shows you a foul grin. So what type of work do you do? If you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life, he says and smirks. So what do you do? Me, I do scribing most days, got some connection with the palace, and believe me, phew, that's gotten me through some tough times. See, whenever some rich asshole needs a legal draft in a hurry, why do they send for? Who do they send for? The guy with the wings, that's who. Awfully drab. Honorable. Always on call, huh? For sure, but I get around quick. What do you do in your spare time? Calligraphy. A true man knows the value of lettering. Oh, and I do love me some reading. Gaining access to the Darwin library changed my life. What's it like being a little red guy? You want an honest answer, or do you want I tell my clients? Honest. Okay, let me put it like this. Bloodlust. It fucking sucks donkey shit. Do you know what it takes to get a promotion these days? No. We're talking decades of servitude to some sadistic fuck that wants to return to Gorgorian's greatness or some shit like that. And then after risking your life and humiliating yourself, there's a chance this fucking guy will put in the effort of promoting you. And if you're unlucky, you'll turn into a fucking freaking bug. Tell me about these promotions. Sorry, forgot not everyone knows how devil can work. Let's put it like this. Devils have a ranking system. Some are lower and some are higher. Only way to get higher and metamorphose into a more powerful creature is to be promoted by someone with a higher rank. But they could be worse, he says and cackles. Could be a demon. What are you voting in? What are you voting in the upcoming election? What am I voting for? Same as you, the little devil says with a laugh. The good guys. The party of Norway, got it. You're a hardcore Asgalist? 3 Striders for life. High five him. And that means the city, duh. The elites are quite literally feeding my trove at this point. You'd think I'd vote for someone to topple them. Voting in his self-interest, as anyone reasonable would do. So, you're being selfish in your voting. Wise choice. Interesting, I don't have a political opinion myself. Wise choice. Gotta vote for the little guy, eh? He lets out an evil cackle. What a nice guy. Anyway, you want something else? I'm done asking about everything and blah 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 blah. He throws up his little arms in the air. It's over. By the gods. Should I invest in stocks? What about alignment? Ah, yes, the overrules of morality. Norvik does not moralize over alignment, officially. Nor do most of the city-states across the coast. Why don't we lock up all the evil folk? And you being a devil are, you know... Yes, you're evil. Oh yes, indeed, it is pretty easy to spot. He flaps his wings. It can be pretty discriminatory at times. People assume I have their worst interest in mind, just because I'm ontologically evil. You don't have their worst interest in mind? Look, evil is not some objective thing. It's entirely internal, and aligned with Jor's subjective opinion. There are good people who ruin the world, and evil folk who do their best to maintain it. That's the deal. What does the law have to say on resurrections? That's one hell of a question. He smirks for a while. Higher tier resurrections aren't illegal, they are just not available anymore. Not available? Figured a cleric would know better than me, but... Spells over 4th or 5th are rarely seen these days. If you want to know why, go pray. Your god grants you magic. In this wisdom, he only grants higher power when needed. In your lifetime, it has not been needed a lot. What about low-level resurrections? There's Revivify, that's it. High-ranking officials love having clerics around for this one spell. Bunch of pussies. Does a murder still count if the victim is resurrected? Of course it fucking does. Are you legally considered alive after a resurrection? Yes, for all intents and purposes, you are alive. Undeath, on the other hand, would be a very different affliction. And how is that defined? As long as the necromancy is considered of divine origin and the soul is returned to a healthy body, then it's considered a normal resurrection. If the origin is more black magic shit, as they say, or some kind of corpse animation, then it would be considered as bodily sacrilege. And that's a top tier criminal offense. Good, then I'm alive. He laughs. Haven't met many talkative zombies in my days, so yeah, you're alive, cleric. Does death absolve your crimes? Now you're asking real questions. But no, it does not. There's been actual laws signed in old kingdoms over this shit. He leans in, looking excited. He looks so happy to go on about this subject. Good for him. So classic story, alright? A real bad guy is caught murdering his neighbor. Real thick shit. He's executed after a quick trial. Justice wins again. Everyone's happy. But surprise, some holy man raises him up a couple of months later. Death and rebirth. Holy man or foul necromancer. In this situation, the bad guy did technically pay for his crimes. His life was taken by the state. Just because somebody gave it back to him doesn't change the fact, right? Well, people weren't too happy with that, so you can imagine. Thus, the common legal term those days for capital punishment is DEP. Death in perpetuity. Kind of funny when you think about it. It makes total sense. It does. The city of Norvik might be a bit of a bureaucratic mess at times, but believe me, the lockkeepers know their shit. So to keep criminals DIP'd, most states tend to hide, lock up, or simply burn corpses and spread the ashes using non-resurrectable methods. So a properly DIP'd dead guy shouldn't be able to return without the use of some miraculous 9th level spell, which obviously these days isn't too likely. You hear about the tea shop? I have some questions about PG. A permission of public gathering? Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at. He's aware of the dwarven plight. He finds the dwarves as annoying as you do. What would you look for if you're investigating PG? The Asgard dwarves got an expired PPG. What's a PPG? Can I have a PPG? How long does it take to get? That's all about the PPG. Got an expired one. Expired? Huh, strange. Why is that strange? Just seems like such a strange mistake, as Gallists are known for many things, but making a mistake like that ain't one of them. I don't know, just seems strange. Though if the dwarves got an expired document, they should leave. They have no legal right to be there. How long does it take to get one? A week, depending on your contacts and your pouch. That's all about that. You hear about the tea shop? Oh, yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Tolstod. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. And you didn't hear this from me, but the little fellow is helping you out of self-interest, surely. Be careful. The scorch marks look like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. They are talking high-level wizard stuff. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off the hinge. There is corruption in every system, even in the great city of Norvik. You must root out this corruption, cleanse the city. Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend or an elemental. I mean, Waterlane has shipments from Kargamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through. Who knows? A fiend, huh? I think it's a rogue spellcaster. Is the simplest answer. But I suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, eh? He gives you an ominous chuckle. Not leave. Oh, there's a goblin here. Woofy. Oh, hey, it's the goblin we're supposed to meet. I'm gonna talk to him in a moment. I just need a break to grab something to drink, get some medicine, and continue. Just give me a few moments. Where's the microphone? I'm back. Okay. My throat should be okay now. Ruffled feathers. Okay. Also this thing. Shard of Jor. Nature seeps through. Oh shit, wait. Fuck. Did I not switch it? Okay. Yeah, it should be working now. Yeah, okay, I can. Shit, I see it. I didn't switch it immediately. Okay, it should be working right now. Yeah, behold, it's a goblin named Snell, and he, according to what I saw on Steam, he is our sidekick. So Snell's a notepad. Let's talk. You find the goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. Behind them, a vast view of the mouth of River Vorna. A little weasel. Let me guess, you're the cleric. The cleric, yes. Yes, I am the cleric, that's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. Others are starting to notice the cleric in your step. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. This old lady must be his chieftain, the matriarch of his tribe. Greet the goblin kindly. This is the beginning of a great cultural cooperation and exchange. Right, time to mingle with the lesser cultures. One of these goblin salutes would indeed be perfect here. Squat down. Hello, goblin. Nice to meet you. I know what will happen here. I'm from the local government. Old lady. The lady of below, the dragon of Tolstad. He raises an eyebrow. Lady Siglyph. She's been waiting for you, cleric. The halfway bridge tribe. He seems surprised to have to explain that to you. I am from the local government. I know, we don't get Urfgard here often. Especially clerics. Right, you're expecting me. Sure was, still are, so... The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Sleep deprived? The goblin is clearly nervous due to being around your enormous masculine aura. Okay, alright. Head down to the garden throne, but he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like a human shit. He's making a playful job, don't worry about it. Everyone has an opinion. The distasteful dress choice of this goblin sure looks like shit as well. Whatever do you mean? I fell into the river. I died and was reborn. Now that's, he says pointing at you, that's a good excuse. He laughs and motions down the stairs. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Even further. Is she spooky? Tell me about this lady. Sure. For starters, she is the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job, cleric. Rude, you are on a holy mission. You cannot rush such things. Is she spooky? Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. He laughs and crosses his arms. Ah, but seriously, she will fuck you up if you annoy her. Not a jest. Okay, lead me to her. Good, but just to make it perfectly clear, some ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edges. And he grins, showing off his polished fangs. Enjoy the garden, cleric. The goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. He is nervous. That makes you nervous. Continue. Your body trembles. You look out over the river. This cold Ashkani wind seeps through the cracks of your helmet. Urf be blessed. He's always with you. Follow him down the stairs. You do, with great stride. Yeah, sure. Enter. There's my light goblins. There's some mushroom person over there. Let's go to the garden. Your stomach twists. Beware of the illusion? The dragon herself. You approach him below a sprawling tree. The well-dressed goblin stands around beside his master. Go ahead, cleric. With a proud smirk, he motions toward the wooden throne. Much of his personhood hinges upon that throne and its owner. Such a little weasel. You should stand before the throne, address her court. Okay then. Lady Sagui. Okay. Let's go. Ooh. Okay. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminates the trunk of this great tree. Its roots reaching far below its branches, holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. Her eyes follow you with an intensity, reminding you of a certain pale man. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is magnificent. Cleric of Norvik, of Urf and River. Her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. She's talking to you. You're the cleric. I was assured by your masters. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. I'm gonna start coughing my head off for a moment and then continue. Oh, Jesus. Oh, good God. Continuing. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her words are tainted in disdain. She speaks, yet you do not falter. You resist her. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. You should run. No, wait, you can't, but you should. Why am I sitting here, waiting? An immense presence. You have no power here. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. My apologies, lady. Her frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. She does not feel like mauling you now. Hers is a frightful presence. You need to stand. Do not let her impact your stature. DC 10. Do not become frightened. Yep, easy. You brace your entire being as you meet her glare. With trembling innards, you resist. She lifts her chin. You stand. Good. She's not impressed, just happy you did not completely lose your mind. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno in the middle of the city, right on Pillar Road. My road. She roars, and you stand your ground. And yet, Magistrate Darrow, she spits out, the name like the curse word. He alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. She approves to have been stewing over this annoyance for some time. She appears, Her anger is pure and intense. She's trying to reel you in. The magistrate speaks for the city. Why does Darrow say that? And where exactly is the tea shop located? Why does Darrow say that? Because he's a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. Horrific slander. The magistrates speak for the city. Where is your usual jurisdiction? She leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I have an official recognition of law on Lower Tolstone. The magistrate speaks for the city. See, this is what I've been dealing with. Blind faith in a failing system. Where exactly is the tea shop located? It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort, just above the halls next to the pillar. She snaps. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's a part of the core foundation of this island fortress. Therefore, that property is legally and underground rental unit. He says, bowing his head, lady. My people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it is the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. That's one hell of an accusation. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business in Norvik. And don't get me started on the actual effects this had on my people. Snell, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow, Lady Siley. Then he turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. But, failure. They've yet to send anyone in to actually investigate the scene. How can you know that? You should trust the magistrate. You want to check it out yourself? Of course. The lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. He's embarrassed. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Who were injured? We only managed to get one name in the chaos, a certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser birds. That's the sort of prefix used by Urf folk, a human most likely. It is honorable to name son after the father. He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers you hear. A real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Water Lane. Dungeon or Water Lane? Both sounds like trouble. Frank, son of Frank. Yeah? Really? Yeah. A dungeoneer. If you believe it, that comment was from one of the militia members. Could be sort of smart to check the city below, just in case, despite the dangers. Down to Water Lane. Yeah, seems like he was heading in that direction. Though down could mean a number of things, Water Lane included. Fancy yellow outfit. I'm assuming some type of Rhodesian fashion? Was he inside at the time? I doubt it, he says, considering the state of the building. Why was he there? We don't know. He is annoyed to have to answer that question. Where is he now? We don't know. Do you know anything? Sounds like you were handed a tough hand. Yeah. Although one of the militia members mentioned him just calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down to the crossing or somewhere else, we don't know. Anything else you do know? Snell gives a nervous look to his master before answering you. We have theories, but we need proof. The lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. Secrets in the ashes. Corruption, madness, she claws at her wooden throne. Politics. Bureaucracy wears her down. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster, someone who cannot go unpunished. Justice, yes! Isn't there an anti-magic task force on call for that? I will bring justice to Norvik. I certainly hope so. The lady clears her throat loudly. She demands respect. She gets it. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge tribe and the Urvgard city clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature foul or fair shall escape my rage. The words seep out from her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. Yeah. The dragon has spoken, so this is about revenge. Nod solemnly. She looks upon you with a grim expression. The goblin is worried. Her hope is that you step it up. Step it up and take on this investigation properly. Her fear is that you will screw it up legendarily. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sagleaf, he says, bowing his head. You're the handler of this case. You worked on this since the explosion. You know more than anyone. I want you to report the tribe. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstone. His expression is that of shock. He did not expect this. Do not disappoint me, Snell. It appears you've received a party member on your divine mission said it had to be a damn goblin. A new member to the party. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sagleaf, you will be. Your will be done. The evil forces at work will be vanquished. Huzzah! At your service, Lady Sagleaf. She grins. Yes, you are. Snell takes a step forward. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Snell has joined as companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstone. The lady is keeping information from you. You should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. And we should also look for that witness. How do I gain access to the tea shop? Right, and where is the tea shop again? The goblin sighs. You know the massive pillar reaching endlessly up in the sky. Endlessly up into the sky. Yeah, just west of that. The pillar is the centerpiece of Norvik, a glorious esoteric monument, one Urf gladly kept in his new city post-reconquest. I like you already, Snell. Ah, yeah, mutual for sure. How do I get access to the tea shop? Talk to your boss, Darrow. Or I guess he's not your direct boss or whatever, but we'll need to get an audience with him if you want to get inside the tea shop. We should also look for the witness. Yeah, our Frank, dressed in yellow. He winces. Either over on Water Lane or down in this city below. Yeah, the port or the dungeon. I'd suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening, generally speaking. Let's go. Okay. Because my throat is murdering me and I thought I would be able to actually stream for longer. Shit. I was like, fuck. It's cool that we have Snell. I can't get on my foot. Okay, I have a slight fever. My throat is getting hoarse already. And I am sweating profusely despite it being cold in the room. I think I'm getting a headache. And I still have a job tomorrow. I wanted to stream for like actually 3 hours or something. But we have like sub 2 hours stream. I am not happy about that. It's like an hour 30 and I'm already like barely holding it together. That's unfortunate. I just wanted to put the stream on and try. But I can't. I feel like shit and I can't really do much. I guess I'm gonna try to rest up and attempt to continue streaming when I feel a little better. Maybe after like taking a longer rest and actually like taking in some medicine, I'm gonna be feeling well enough to stream like either tomorrow or the next day after that. But not today. Today is getting real shitty for me. Sorry for this one being so short. But thank you for anybody watching. It's awesome to have some viewers, I noticed, because when I'm looking at statistics, there's actually people watching this shit. So thanks. It's nice to have an audience, even if it's like one guy or two people watching through this. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna take some rest and actually do a longer stream next time. We have Snell with us, we have the cool helmet. Holy shit. Okay. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. I'm gonna try actually doing a proper stream next time.